Delighted to be here today with Frank Morris, Head of Marketing and Sales for Mishcon de Reya. Frank, what's the best career advice you've ever been given?
Someone gave me a piece of advice a while ago that I found very useful, which is just to think about the next step and focusing on what the next step is, and don't worry too much about your 1-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan.
Makes sense. What advice would you have for other marketers?
Two things: focus on really understanding your audience and being expert in your audience, because certainly working for a professional services firm, the partners, the fee earners can be very focused on their specific things, so I think having a broad understanding of the audience is beneficial. And the second thing I would say is make friends with the CFO and really understand the financial metrics in the business and what really drives success.
You need to know the CFO, they're the guys that pay the invoices.
Yes.
Frank, is there something you wish you'd known when you started your career in marketing?
One thing that would have been useful would have been kind of longer term perspective, so you don't get so worried about short term things that turn out not to be material or important.
Great. Tell me about the best brand you've ever worked on.
I'm going to give the answer of the current brand I work for, Mishcon de Reya, and that's because we're doing a new brand campaign at the moment, so I'm full of enthusiasm for that, but it's the most authentic brand I've ever worked on. We've got a really true story.
The best boss you've ever had.
I don't want to single out anyone individually, but I think things that I've appreciated that bosses have done for me over the years, obviously being challenged and pushed in the right way, being supported when you need support.
As a former agency guy, what advice would you have for agencies? Either agencies that maybe want to work with you in your current role, or just experience that you've gleaned in your agency career?
Well, I would say really try and put yourself in your client's shoes, and obviously that's sort of generic advice, but if you have the opportunity to work at your clients or do a secondment, then I would definitely do that.
What's changed in the marketing business in the time you've been working in the sector?
Wow, well, my first ever marketing job was, or agency job, advertising agency job, was at JWT many years ago. And at that time, we made more TV ads than anyone else. We were making, multiple £1 million TV commercials every week. It was quite a simple business, really. There was only, 2 or 3 different media approaches, and everything was about the sort of crafting of out of home and print and TV to make it really, really, beautiful. And now, obviously, we live in a completely different media landscape where you have to be responsive and reactive, where things change much more quickly.
Final question. You've done agency side, you've done client side, you've probably some jobs even before marketing. What's the best job you've ever had? Could be marketing, could not be marketing.
Well, other than my current job, of course. I started off working in advertising, then went to drama school, and I was working in film for about 10 years and also doing some freelance contracts while I was doing that. That was the best job I ever had, but I couldn't make it pay, so that brought me back to the salaried world.